There are two major interfaces between SAP BW and SAP Business Objects Enterprise Information Management, or SBOEIM. The first involves the ETL extract, transform, load process and links ETL in SAP BW with the ETL tool for SBOEIM, namely SAP Data Services. The second area focuses on linking the metadata toolset from SAP BW and SBOEIM. These two interfaces are outlined in the figure.
The purpose of the RFC server is to facilitate the communication between SBO Data Services and SAP BW. Although the RFC server software existed previously, it was an integrated part of the management console software. As of this version, and in keeping with ESOA principles, it is a separate service. In addition, performance improvements have been made to the passing of data between SAP Data Services and SAP BW. Note, ESOA is SAP's implementation of SOA architecture principles in IT enablement of business computing.
The touchpoints between SAP BW and SAP Data Services are bidirectional. The core touchpoints include the staging BAPI and Open Hub. Inbound, SAP Data Services can pass data to SAP BW via the staging BAPI. This staging BAPI has been improved to support the 7.x data source model in SAP BW. In releases prior to SAP BW 7.3, only the 3.x data sources were supported by the staging BAPI. In outbound mode, SAP Data Services can execute Open Hub destination-based process chains and then process the resulting data from Open Hub into a data services transformation job with all the features and targets provided by SAP Data Services. These basic touchpoints will be explored using the figures. The focus of the figure is the positioning of SAP Data Services as a toolset that supports the staging BAPI. In most cases, the inbound data to SAP BW from SAP Data Services involves data from non-SAP sources, as the Service API is still the most efficient way to extract data from SAP systems.
The figure shows the SAP Data Services tool with a cleansing job to read data from a particular source and write it to SAP BW. To provide easy mapping, the SAP BW data source metadata can be linked, thus marrying a robust SAP Data Services transformation job linking multiple legacy systems to a much simpler SAP BW transformation for the final write to SAP BW. The next three figures highlight the outbound scenario, which leverages the SAP BW Open Hub service. This service provides for SAP BW data to be transformed and then pushed into a table or file. SAP Data Services can read the Open Hub output and then process it again with robust transformations and ultimately push it to tables on various databases.
The figure shows the SAP BW Open Hub destination as a feed to a SAP Data Services job. Although the target could be SAP, it would most likely be tables on databases supporting legacy applications. One prominent exception to this involves a complex cleansing of master data, which will be covered as an advanced topic.
The focus of the next two sections is the use of metadata from the Open Hub destination as a feed to any SBO Data Services job. This allows easy mapping of data from SAP BW into the ETL transforms of SBO Data Services.
Allowing access to the metadata for the Open Hub provides easy mapping for the design of the ETL process. The data flows to SBO Data Services at runtime. This is facilitated by the ability of SBO Data Services to schedule the SAP BW process chain that feeds the Open Hub destination. This feature is available as of SAP BW 7.3.
Here, the focus is on some more advanced features supported after SAP BW 7.3. These capabilities involve the inbound flow from SAP Data Services to SAP BW. The first ties the SBO Data Services to the Web Services feature of SAP BW. The second allows access to SAP Data Services with what is essentially a wizard, facilitating access to SBO Data Services via SAP BW with only limited SBO Data Services knowledge.
The idea of RDA via a web service push to SAP BW is not new. This feature is supported since SAP BW 7.0. A web service is basically a function module that is web-enabled. More technically, it must meet certain industry standards and must have the functionality to be called by standard Internet protocols. In addition, it must be defined by WSDL or Web Service Description Language. This is an XML language that tells a developer what the inputs and outputs to the web service are. As of version 4.0, SBO Data Services can read the WSDL via a URL, then generate the appropriate data feed via a HTTP post to SAP BW and thus call the SAP BW web service. On the SAP BW side, the web service writes the data to the PSA. The RDA daemon then periodically reads the PSA and processes the transformation to the SAP BW target.
The list shows the WSDL URL being entered on an SBO data store. Using this WSDL URL, SBO Data Services can generate the proper input schema for the web service. The Data Services data store is the object used to facilitate the web service push of data via underlying HTTP post syntax.
The figure shows the power of the web services integration into SBO Data Services. Together with SAP BW support for these web services, you can now post data to SAP BW in near real time, that is, 1 minute or more. This provides global operational data as well as long-term analysis data.
Taking the concept of RDA one step further and leveraging the business objects data quality tools, a very quick solution for cleansing customer data and address information exists. Leveraging what is known about web service support, RDA, and the power of SBO Data Services offers a robust solution with little or no coding.
The figure highlights the future Open Hub Out and RDA features. Review the arrows and circles in the lower right section since these illustrate both features in support of the cleansing scenario. The figure shows the steps for the scenario from a data services perspective. In addition to cleaning up and correcting data errors, SBO Data Services can provide the XYZ coordinates to locate customers or distribution centers on a map. The next advanced feature that was mentioned previously is a wizard that automatically creates an SBO Data Services job and a simple ETL flow that connects an SBO Data Services object called a data store to BW. This SBO data store is similar to a BW data store object or DSO in name only. In this context, it is normally an object that represents data directly on another database or memory-based repository holding data previously manipulated by SBO data services transformations. Data stores represent connection configurations between the software and databases or applications. These configurations can be direct or through adapters. Data store configurations allow the software to access metadata from a database or application and read from or write to that database or application while the software executes a job. SAP Business Objects Data Services data stores can connect to the following: databases and mainframe file systems, applications that have pre-packaged or user-written adapters, JD Edwards One World and JD Edwards World, Oracle applications, PeopleSoft, SAP applications, and SAP BW and Siebel applications.
The figure shows the visibility of SBO data stores in a manner similar to the way SAP BW accesses DB Connect source systems. For DB Connect, once the source database is linked, data sources can be created easily by selecting a table on the connected source database. Similarly, with the new SBO Data Services source system, SAP BW data sources can be created easily by selecting a data services data store after a technical connection is established to the data services server. The wizard referred to previously automatically generates a simple data services job, complete with a very simple direct mapping transform that maps the SBO Data Services data store to a representation of the SAP BW data source in SBO Data Services. The wizard also creates the SAP BW info package that logs into SAP Data Services and launches the simple job. Although this sounds straightforward, you should note that there could be extensive logic that populates the data services data store. In a simple case, it would be a table read on a legacy system's underlying database table or view. The numerous SBO and SAP BW objects that are required are created automatically based on the SBO data store that is chosen.
The following list summarizes the benefits of using SAP SBO Data Service as the preferred method to access non-SAP data.